These stories are inspired by the actual case files of the Office of Scientific Investigation and Research.
There it is, Sheriff, just like I told you.
That's Billy's boat, all right.
That is a damn shame, ain't it?
You're right, George. Billy Hamilton was a nice kid.
He's talking about the boat, Sheriff.
Uh-oh. That's Billy.
What the hell?
What's going on?
George, get out of there! Get out now!
Get me out of here!
Give me that!
Help me out!
George! Get out! Go! Get out! Get!
He's gone.
Hello, son. Welcome home.
From the Far East to the rainforests of South America, there are alternative organic remedies which in many cases prove to work better than our Western medicine. North America, too, has its own garden of life-enhancing substances. Could some, if mixed the right way, reanimate a deceased human being? The OSIR was invited to seek an answer.
Okay, just up here, can you make a left? Or a right?
Are we there yet?
Why don't we just stop and ask for directions?
If I hear another peep out of any of you, I'm turning this van around and we're going home. You've had a nice day, now don't spoil it. Kids. Okay, let's review our case subject. Billy Hamilton, 21 years old, reported missing by his family. 3 days later, he was found floating face down in a swamp. The apparent victim of a boating accident.
Yet witnesses say that Billy walked home that night as if nothing had happened.
Maybe nothing did.
Are we sure he drowned in the first place?
Well, our contact, Dr. Lowry, substantiated the claim of Billy's resurrection. If Billy Hamilton cheated death, I, for one, would like to know how.
Before we start talking miracles, let's check it out for ourselves, okay? Sheriff Jackson and Dr. Lowry, I presume.
You, Matt Prager from the OSIO?
Yeah, we tried to travel light. Nice to meet you.
You made it, finally.
Dr. Lowry takes care of folks around these parts.
Modern country doctor.
One who was way behind schedule. You Dr. Hendricks? Good. Follow me, I'll take you up to the Hamilton house.
Of course, but...
What's with her?
Oh, just a little spooked is all. Ever since that business with Billy the other night, people have been hearing odd sounds, seeing strange lights in the sky all around the swamp.
Where they found Billy's body?
Don't ask me to explain it, but there's something rotten in the air.
Yeah, well, if you got dead bodies walking around, that'll do it. Calm down, Dr. Lowry, and then go talk to Billy and his family.
Gotcha.
Sheriff, give us a few minutes. We'll be right with you. Thanks.
What do you think, big brother?
Don't ask me what I think when I know you don't care. Get back to the farm and tend to your crops.
Don't be like that.
The right people have been brought in here to deal with this.
Well, there it is. That's the Hamilton house. I checked on Billy after the accident. His neurological reflexes were slow, his body temperature was fluctuating, and like I said in my facts, I could have sworn his pupils were fixed and dilated, but he's alive.
You're not coming in with us?
No thanks. It's the smell.
The smell.
Billy has a pulse, and he breathes, and he says, hi, howdy, how's the weather? But he smells of death.
After you.
Why, thank you, Lindsay. Humid.
Yeah, can I help you?
Eliza Hamilton?
Call me Lizzie. What's this about?
Your son. We'd like to talk to him. Now.
I'm sorry, I'm Lindsay Donner, and this is Dr. Hendricks.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Sheriff said you was coming around. Come on in.
What's that all about?
I'm sorry, I just...
What?
Nothing. Let's go to work.
Gotta find a way to make this tasty. You do what you do.
I didn't know you could grow a vein in these parts.
Know your herbs, do you? The swamp serves out more plants you never dreamed of. Plants could do wondrous things. You find Billy out back. That's Billy. And Seth, my eldest. Seth ain't with us no more. He died a while back.
I'm so sorry.
Someone in a car just hit him and ran off. Didn't even stop, see if he was all right. Around here, people say we got what we deserved.
Oh, I didn't even see you sitting there.
That's my Layla. She don't say too much since Seth passed on. Well, she's real happy now Billy's home on John.
How is your brother, Layla? Does he seem okay to you?
Like I said, she don't say too much.
Are you Billy Hamilton?
Yes, sir.
I'm Dr. Anton Hendricks from the OSIR. I just wanted to ask you a few questions about what happened the other night.
The other night? Okay, I guess. Here you've talked to half the town.
Yeah. Good thing everyone was expecting us.
You know, we even turned up one case of alien abduction.
Looked just like Elvis, right?
Well, apparently Mrs. Culver never got over the death of the king.
Yeah, well, look, everyone seems to agree that strange things have been happening ever since you boys found Billy Hamilton.
Well, you got people's imaginations going, too.
It was night, right? Maybe that wasn't a body in the swamp.
I seen my share of floaters in my time, son. I swear, that boy was a goner.
Water started bubbling and then all hell broke loose.
Well, did you ever think that maybe the body just floated away or sank back down to the bottom?
No, sir.
So it just got up and strolled away.
By the time we got to the Hamilton place, there he was, right as rain.
It was the damnedest thing.
Them Hamiltons are always up to no good. It's their way.
Stay out of this, Lamb.
Why don't you tell them about old Lizzie's conjuring? I bet you that had something to do with it.
Conjuring, as in black magic?
Don't pay my baby brother no mind. Backwoods folks got their own ways. Home remedies, potions for this and that.
Hell, some people even say the swamp water's got magical powers.
Really? Well, perhaps you boys know something we don't.
Train?
was in my boat, you know, checking my lines, and then all of a sudden everything just goes fuzzy.
Did you black out?
Maybe. Shoot, I don't remember nothing. I remember being on the porch with Mama and Layla, and they were hugging me.
3 days later, look at me. Do you remember seeing a bright light or feeling that you were leaving your body?
No, sir. No, I can't say I did.
Oh. Well, people seem to be fine now. Okay. Would you please open your shirt?
Sir.
I have to understand what's happening to you.
Yes, sir.
How long have you had this?
Just since the accident, sir. What's wrong with me?
I don't know. It might be something bacterial.
Bacterial? I don't want to be sick, Doc.
I understand, Billy.
You make him better, Doc Hendricks.
You all right, Doc?
Yes, I'm fine. I'm fine.
That's what I miss. Trees.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine anyone living in a place like this. So far out of nowhere.
You did.
I managed to escape. Yeah, give me a cell phone, a fax machine, and a cab on every corner. I like locking my doors at night.
Could be a moonshiner. Or a hunter.
Is it hunting season already?
Oh, around here, it's always hunting season. He's been watching us since we drove up. Sheriff thinks Billy hit a stump just under the water. See this hole? Splintering extends outwards.
That was no accident.
Everybody finished eating? I took these today.
Oh, man. I don't want what he's got.
At first, I thought that Billy was suffering from a unique strain of necrotizing fasciitis, otherwise known as flesh-eating disease.
But you're not absolutely sure.
I'm not. The tissue damage seems to be spreading at an uncommonly fast rate, a rate that is remarkably similar to another condition.
Which is?
Claire?
Human decomposition after death. After 24 hours, the dead human body begins to soften, smell, accompanied by a greenish-red discoloration to the head and neck.
Yum.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say that his body is decaying right before our eyes.
If Billy died and came back to life, what did he see? What's on the other side? No. It has to be flesh-eating disease. Now, I know the immune system is almost entirely non-existent, and I read about this in medical journals, but that would not explain.
Well, slow down, Anton. Have you started Billy on antibiotic therapy?
Of course I have. What do you all think I'm doing here? Wasting space?
What was that all about?
I don't know. Should probably just give him a couple minutes to cool off.
Didn't hurt none.
Word is you're feeling poorly, Billy. Stayed in too long swimming out here. You don't look so good at all. What the hell happened to you, son?
I don't know.
Don't you remember? Could be you don't. Little too much swamp water on the brain, I guess, huh? Hey there, Layla. Now, Billy tell you what happened, huh? You won't keep no secrets from me, would you?
Get the hell off our land.
And I'm telling you again, you got 10 seconds.
Well, you think you can count that high?
Might have to skip a few numbers.
You can mess with all the spells and charms you like, but you can't bring the dead back to life. It ain't possible.
What's he talking about, Mama?
Anton, you tweak that sensor over there, just yank it in a little closer to the dock.
Can't you move it yourself?
Anton, that's a breeding ground for dock spiders.
Right, I forgot.
Yeah, there we go. Anton, you all right?
It's okay, I'm just a little under the weather. Don't mention this to Prager.
How come?
Well, I don't know. He might overreact.
And tell Elsinger? I doubt it. Besides, if it's just a little bug you got, that's all it is, right? Just a little bug?
What is it?
Here, I'll show you. Methane.
Of course.
Marsh gas. Yeah, there's probably pockets of natural methane trapped underneath the swamp.
What's releasing the gas?
Oh, it could be spring runoff, could be anything, really. I'll tell you one thing it's not, though. Black magic. There it is again. It's over that way, about 500 meters.
Can you identify it?
Well, it appears to be human, but from the depth and tone of the blues, it can't have a body temperature more than 20 degrees centigrade. Listen.
Sounds like a bear.
But it's cold-blooded. It's gotta be... Well, maybe it's a reptile.
That size? And standing upright?
Well, let's go find it.
There's nothing out here.
I picked it up on thermography and motion sensors. Where the hell is it?
Well, I guess we lost it.
All right. Okay, I was sure. Come on, this way.
Hold your ground, boy!
Lem, what the hell is this?
Don't move. Neither one of you. Now tell me what the hell you're up to, or I'll take you down too, I swear.
Get that gun out of my face!
Anton. Let's just chill a minute, all right? Lem, nobody's gonna get hurt here.
Somebody already has. One of your people, I reckon.
What?
Man's got a right to protect his property.
Where?
Up yonder along my fence.
You can't just shoot a man like that.
That's Seth Hamilton. But it can't be, he's dead.
Yeah, we can see that.
No, but he's been dead for months. Some wacko must have dug him up and stuck him on my fence.
Lem, this is some kind of a sick joke.
You do something like this.
Been Hamilton's. Who the hell else? You drink it all, son. You want to get better.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, shoot, Mama. It's too salty. You gotta hold yourself together now. You drink! Mama! Nothing's gonna help me now, Mama. Mama, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mama. I'm sorry, Mama. What's happening to me?
Run that by me again.
Lizzie Hamilton keeps a lot of salt in the house.
Really?
I analyzed the black residue that was on Billy's photograph, and I checked into all the plants and artifacts that Lizzie has in her kitchen. I think she's practicing Wicca.
She makes baskets? Okay, she's a witch. Where's the salt figurine?
Well, in some cultures, people believe that salt helps the dead regain their senses.
Gotta be murder on their blood pressure.
But in an attempt to return to the grave, the undead may become violent.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but in order to return to the grave, you had to be there in the first place. Billy Hamilton wasn't ever buried. We're not even sure he was ever dead. Yeah, I'm beginning to wonder what it is we're supposed to be looking for in this case. You know that roadhouse we passed on the way in?
Yeah. You think there's a connection?
Sure hope not. I was just hoping we could go there later and do a little dancing.
Hey, this isn't the way we usually do things.
Good.
Wow.
They found another body.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, my Lord. Seth. He's supposed to be 6 feet under.
Not anymore.
Where was he buried?
I'm not sure. When he got himself killed, Lizzie, she took the body back to the house, said she'd take care of her own. But he was dead. I filed the accident report.
Of course he's dead. Look at the man. He was moldering in his grave long before your troglodyte brother shot him.
Just the same, we would still like to have a look at that accident report and death certificate.
Fine. I'll go dig them up.
I'll, do a preliminary exam on the body.
Are you sure?
Yeah. You seem kind of wasted.
The only thing wasted is my time discussing this. If I can't do my job, you'll be the first to know. It's the body identified as Seth Hamilton. What the hell happened to this man? Although obviously deceased, he apparently received a recent gunshot wound to the chest. This doesn't make sense.
You ever seen Hendricks like this before?
I don't know what to say.
He hasn't been himself since we got here.
I need my team operating at 100%. If Hendricks is losing it, we've got to pick up the slack. End of discussion.
Found this in the backwoods.
Cannabis. Don't ask.
Where was it?
It was right where we found Seth. It was growing through the fence between Lem's property and the Hamiltons.
Well, that's it. That's why Lem's been so spooked lately.
Hey, I got here as soon as I could. Where's the body?
wish they'd just leave us alone. Who is it?
Seth?
Oh, no. This has gone too far. This has got to stop. Now.
Falciparum malaria is recurring, isn't it? Did you know about this?
Anton and I had an understanding. Excuse me. I need to order medication for my patient.
What about you two?
Look, I know a field officer has to be in peak condition, but this...
Did you know about his illness?
Peter.
No.
But you had your suspicions.
Hey, it's Anton.
Anton's the best in any condition.
And I can't risk the integrity of an investigation. My corpses are going missing. I need you two to go up and check out where Seth Hamilton was supposed to be buried. I'll keep an eye on Hendricks.
You gonna suspend him?
Appears that someone was very anxious to get into this grave.
Or to get out.
How did you pass the medicals?
No one watches the watchers.
Why didn't you tell me?
It didn't interfere with my work. I managed to keep it at bay.
Malaria isn't something that goes away, whether you like it or not.
You'll have my resignation in the morning.
Oh, Anton. Everyone, myself included, has their weaknesses. And some people aren't worth the effort it takes to accommodate their situation. You're worth the effort. Well, we have to be honest with each other, otherwise what's the point?
Thanks, man.
Get some rest. Don't want to see a toe tag hanging off this. You knew about your brother's little cash crop, didn't you, Sheriff?
I plowed the last crop under myself. Figured there was going to be an end to it.
This why Lem tried to kill Billy and Seth Hamilton? He caught him raiding the Garden of Eden here?
You better have evidence to back that up.
Oh, come on. Those reports you filed read like Pulp Fiction.
Them boys were in accidents, and I got no proof says they weren't.
A hit and run raises a lot of questions, Sheriff. And unless people in these parts like to whittle holes in their boats to pass the time.
Lem couldn't have been... What if he did? What the hell you expect me to do about it? He's my family. He's all I got.
Oh, I get it now. If you're the sheriff's brother, you can get away with murder. You can still do the right thing here, Sheriff. And if you don't, I'm gonna do it for you.
Please, Mrs. Hamilton, may we come in?
Billy's not here.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Hamilton, but we have to talk about Seth.
Seth? Seth's been dead and gone for months now.
You go on, tell him, Mom. Go on, tell him the truth.
We're not going to pretend that we understand what's going on here. But we do want to help you.
You can't help me.
You folks come here uninvited. This is family business. Now you just clear out of here.
No one's going anywhere. Mama, we're gonna have us a Hamilton family barbecue.
Peter!
You dead meat. All of you. And this time, you're gonna stay dead. You remember my brother Seth, don't you, Lynn?
No! Shoot him off me!
I should have done this a long time ago.
Billy, Seth, don't go!
You gotta send him back, baby. You gotta send him back.
Peter.
What the hell?
I know it hurts. But we can't go on this way.
Let me go, Billy! Billy, let me go!
No! There's nothing more we can do.
They're calm now. Mama, I'm sorry. I miss them so. I just wanted us all to be together again.
Final case log. Sheriff Jackson is presently under investigation for his role in covering up his brother's crimes. The bodies of Billy and Seth Hamilton and Lem Jackson were never recovered from the swamp. Official cause and time of death for these three men remains undetermined. Prager out.
Now, even the most extensive review of herbal medicine and its link to white magic cannot offer a conventional analysis of these events. Was this apparent resurrection the result of some strange geophysical reaction in the swamp? Or did Layla Hamilton focus psychokinetic abilities to bring her beloved brothers back to life? Whatever the answer, this one family's wishes were granted, but with horrific results. For Sci Factor, I'm Dan Aykroyd.
These stories are inspired by the actual case files of the Office of Scientific Investigation and Research.
Oh, yeah, you're looking good. Like a lean, mean growing machine. Now, don't worry. I'm gonna check the moisture level in your soil.
What are you doing, Alan?
Nothing. Just taking some measurements of my wheat.
Alan, when I agreed to let you use our facilities for your hobby...
Miss Whitney, it's not a hobby.
Now, I'm sure that your research is perfectly valid, but Montex is not a charity. And right now, I need you working on the pheromones for Mirabelle Cosmetics. We have to show them something in a week.
You'll have it, I promise.
Don't make me look bad, Alan. Because if I look bad, we all look bad. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And if you're last out tonight, try not to set off the alarms again.
What happens when an extraordinary occurrence bestows an exceptional capability upon an individual? Can the person learn to control this power, or might the power control him?
So come on, tell me the truth. I mean, you guys really get paid to do this stuff?
We receive reports and investigate, just like you, Sheriff. Sorry, Detective.
Last time I checked, I wasn't looking for anyone from the planet Zotar.
Gee, nobody said it was aliens.
UFOs is all I've been hearing. 9 sightings, bright lights, they hover, they disappear at great speeds, and now the captain comes to me and he tells me that you guys run the case.
Hey, we don't go in looking for weird stuff. Sometimes it just finds us.
A little bit of advice to you guys. You'd be very sure these Martians do not blast you guys with their slime guns.
Thanks, but in my experience, Martians usually favor ray guns.
Yeah, whatever. Ray guns. Gotta love these guys.
So I'm sitting here trying to watch the tube, and then bang, instant daylight. This bright light seemed to like sweep over the building and toward the parking on the back.
Did you go outside, check things out?
Yeah, but I didn't see anything.
Did you hear anything, like an airplane, a helicopter?
Nope, just the light show. It came and went.
What time did this happen?
After the news, the first one was around 11:30.
The first time?
Yeah, that's the crazy thing. It happened all again about 7 hours later.
That's interesting.
Radiation?
Yeah, uniform high gamma waves across the whole parking lot.
Is it dangerous?
Well, the levels are dropping, but they're still too high for my liking. The only things that are clean are these cars that have been here since this morning.
How many cars are parked here overnight?
Just that one. Wow.
You ever seen anything like this?
Looks like the plants grew from seeds embedded in the asphalt.
Maybe it was a prank of some sort.
The whole parking lot's radioactive.
Maybe the company leaked the radiation. I wonder why this was here overnight.
This might have something to do with it.
The vehicle is owned by Alan Tremblay, an employee at Montex. Now, there's something you don't see every day.
I wonder if Tremblay saw it.
Well, according to security records, he was the last one to sign out at 11:32 p.m., around the time of the first occurrence. And guess who was the first one to sign back in at 6:44 this morning?
He's an eager beaver. Let's talk to Alan Tremblay.
Right.
Radiation, no. We deal primarily in organic chemicals and people like Alan Tremblay. Our strength is our research chemists.
Oh, really?
Actually, when I was brought in to turn this company around, I hadn't really realized how hard that part of the equation would be. Try to get high-strung scientists to follow the rules. You know what I mean?
I understand perfumes and fragrances is a real dog-eat-dog world, huh?
Cutting-edge research.
Well, it's a multi-billion-dollar industry, so if a scent works, everybody wants it. Gentlemen, I've been instructed to give you full access to the facility, but my people work under tight security, so your discretion would be appreciated.
Mom's the word.
All right, goodbye.
Alan Tremblay? Hi, Matt Prager.
Peter Axon. Nice to meet you. He's yours?
Yeah, how did... Oh, who are you? Are you from Mirabel Cosmetics?
No, we're investigating reports of several sightings in and around the area last night.
I'm sorry, sightings?
Yeah, my sentiments exactly. Oh, what's this? Hormone synthesis?
Oh, yes. I'm synthesizing human pheromones for a perfume company.
Love is in the air, huh?
If successful, it'll cause a few more mismatched people to ruin each other's lives over a chemical attraction.
Tell me about it. 3 ex-wives.
Nice. So what's this? Don't tell me you're synthesizing pheromones out of wheat.
That's my personal project. It's hardy as winter wheat and able to resist all the major diseases: rust, barley yellow dwarf virus, spike blight, you name it. And it'll yield 3 crops a year without leaching the soil. If I'm successful, it'll grow anywhere.
Sounds like you're going to be a rich man.
Oh, well, it's not about the money. It's about making a difference.
It's a great dream.
Well, no, it's no dream. I'm almost done.
Okay, let's get back on track here. Something happened in the parking lot last night around the time you left. You see anything?
No, I drove home. Ate some dinner and went to bed. Nothing exciting.
Nobody said anything exciting happened.
What'd you have for dinner? Do you remember?
No. I know. I know.
Mr. Tremblay, you all right?
Yeah. Excuse me, I should get back to work.
Okay. Well, Thanks for your time.
Thanks.
We've found seeds throughout the entire parking lot, but dormant. They've probably been in the asphalt since it was laid 4 years ago.
Any chance Trombley's developed some sort of super fertilizer?
There's no evidence of it in the cuttings or the soil below. I'm wondering if this is some form of subconscious psychokinesis.
It is. It's one for the textbooks, affecting living organisms. Let's think this out. Something caused the high radiation levels. And then the bright lights. If it walks like a UFO and talks like a UFO...
Then you got a hit movie. Like, Trombley's shape fits this shape. He's connected somehow. Let's talk to him again.
Mr. Trombley? Alan?
Hello? Is anybody home?
Look at this place. Holy. Look at this. Alan?
I can't make the sound go away. Please make it go away. Please. Make it go away.
Now, at the count of 3, you're going to wake up, feeling relaxed and refreshed. 1, 2, 3.
How you feeling?
Oh, awful, like I haven't slept in weeks. What's the matter with me?
Physically, you're in excellent condition, but I can't explain your memory loss just yet.
Great.
We'll get you unhooked. I'll be back in a minute.
You're gonna be okay.
What you got?
He's suffering from superficial radiation burns. They're consistent with exposure to the levels we found in the parking lot. I've been trying to access his deep memories, but with conventional hypnosis, I haven't had any luck. This is a recording of the brain mapping we did. No one knows where memory is stored, but we can at least track the patterns of activity in the brain. Now, look at this. See, neurons fire in the normal course as Trombley accesses memory. But watch what happens when I ask him what he experienced last night. See, it's as if something was blocking access to that part of his brain.
His boss really seems paranoid about industrial espionage. Any chance the block was planted?
Possibly, but I find it very hard to conceive of anything so sophisticated it could isolate and block specific memories.
And it's hard to imagine flowers growing out of asphalt in the shape of a human.
Alan, have you ever heard of psychokinesis?
You mean like bending spoons?
Sure, that's one aspect of it. Certain people have the ability to affect things purely with the power of their mind. In your case, Alan, you may have achieved some connection with living organisms. Something happened to you last night.
Yeah. There are flashes of things. Fragments. No, I remember going home.
We checked with your neighbors, Alan. You didn't.
So I must be hallucinating. It's like I can't even trust my own memories anymore.
What is it?
You're gonna think I'm losing it, but earlier today in my lab, my wheat plants, it's like they were reaching out to me.
You saying there was a communication?
I'm not sure. I saw them move. It seemed like they did. What's happening to me?
Here, at the rear quarter of the temporal lobe. It's almost as if Tremblay's brain was rewired at a cellular level.
Hardly your normal brainwashing techniques. You see any way around it?
If I can introduce a synthetic neurotransmitter into his system, we might be able to break through to the information that's concealed.
What are we talking about here? Mental Drano? Is it risky?
Well, all clinical procedures have risk, but there's nothing in his medical workup that would contraindicate the procedure.
We should let him decide.
This is in order to help you. Alan, we're trying to help you. Look, we think we may be able to find out what happened to you during your memory loss.
You think?
Well, we're not absolutely sure, but look, you said your plants were trying to communicate with you. And, well, there were bright lights observed in the area last night.
What are you saying? That I saw a UFO?
Whatever that light was, it may be the root of your problems. If it is, in fact, a problem, it may be something wonderful. Please, Alan.
I don't know. I...
You okay?
If you're having any second thoughts about this, we can stop right now.
No. I want to know what happened to me.
Spoken like a scientist. Now, you're going to feel foggy at first, but then things will become very clear. Alan, can you hear me?
Yes.
Where are you?
I'm outside.
How are you feeling?
Tired. I walk into my car. There's a wind.
All we're looking for is in that blocked area, I'm sure of it.
What do you see?
I see a light.
Look into the light, Alan.
It's too bright. It hurts my eyes. I'm cold, but I'm burning at the same time. I scream, but I can't hear. Then I'm inside. I can't see them, but I know they're there. It's like they're part of the light. I see them.
What do they look like?
Beautiful, so beautiful. They speak to me and I hear them.
They're communicating with you?
We are one. But they are so perfect.
What do they want, Alan?
They want to help me. Teach me.
Teach you?
They see my dream. They know what I'm doing wrong with the wheat.
We broke through. Did you see that?
I saw something, I'm not sure what.
Alan? And what, Alan?
Cerebral hemorrhaging.
He's in cardiac arrest. Get the paddles, quickly.
Crash cards prime.
Charge.
200. Ready?
Clear.
He's still flatlining, Doctor.
300. Charge.
Ready?
Clear. We're losing him. Adrenaline, quickly.
Standing by with the epinephrine. 1 minute.
Right. Adrenaline hit. In 3, 2.
Wait! What happened? Why are you all looking at me? Is everything okay?
Spontaneous aneurysm. Inexplicable heart failure. Look, Matt, I took all the precautions. This should not have happened.
It looks like it didn't. You sure he's okay?
Better than okay. Now he's as good as new.
Mr. Prager, if it's all right with you, I'd like to go now.
You sure?
Thank you. I have to check in at the lab and then go home and feed my fish. Life stuff.
Alan, what happened in there was truly remarkable. We may need you to come back to the central lab for more tests.
Oh, no. No more tests.
There's a chance it might happen again.
I think I'll be fine. I'm gonna go now.
I'll walk you back.
Thank you.
You're saying his brain and heart repaired themselves? How's that possible?
It isn't. But nothing associated with Mr. Tremblay is.
So tell me more about your weed experiments.
Oh, like you said, it's just a dream.
You know, when I was a grad student, I always thought I'd go into medicine like my dad. Sometimes I wonder.
The road not taken.
Yeah, something like that. You really think you can make this world a better place, don't you?
Yes, I do, Peter. I really believe I can.
Hang in there.
Mr. Axon, Peter, you've been to South America recently.
Yeah, I have.
This is amazing. You have to see a doctor. Right away.
What are you talking about?
It's a parasite. You picked up a parasite.
How do you know that?
They told me. Parasite told me.
Case log update. Dr. Hendricks makes quite a persuasive case that Alan Tremblay has the ability to manipulate and change the physical structure of his own body. The full extent of his abilities is still unknown. Prager out.
Oh, hello, lady. Keep away those nasty aphids.
Entamoeba histolytica. Amoebae that attack the colon and liver. Quite virulent, in fact.
Terrific.
You know, he's really tapped into something special. It took Anton a full blood workup to find out I had a parasite in me. He knew it just from touching my hand.
You're saying he can communicate with animal and human cells?
Absolutely. Just the way the aliens communicated with him.
And that means he can cause change in living organisms?
Well, he repaired his heart. I mean, I think we ought to bring him in for more tests.
Hang on. You gotta take it easy.
I'm fine. Anton gave me antibiotics.
Okay, but first sign of anything weird, you're in quarantine.
All right, all right.
Mr. Brager.
Before you send me to the principal's office, we're almost finished. Pete, there's nothing here.
Oh, there's got to be something. Oh, my.
What the hell is that?
LQ'd know for sure, but I'd say it started out as a ladybug.
And it ended up as an extra from Naked Lunch. Hey, you mind if we take this off your hands?
No, be my guest.
Pete, would you do the honors?
Security, yeah, I want Lab 173 sealed. Nobody goes in but me. No, Mr. Tremblay no longer works here.
Oh, hang on. Man's having some problems, but that's no reason to can him.
This is my division, and I will run it however I see fit. I would like both of you out of here now.
Gee, too bad it died on us. Would have made one hell of a conversation piece.
It still will. Any idea what killed it?
There's no reason why it was alive in the first place.
What do you mean?
Here. You see these? Spiracles. They're supposed to circulate air through the body via the trachea, but most of them are dead ends. They're not even connected to anything. And look. Here. You see this? The food comes in okay, but there's no connection between the midgut and the hindgut. Like, it doesn't come out anywhere.
Well, how'd it grow to this size?
You ask me, it looks like the cells have been magnified.
What about the mutations and growths?
Well, it's like this insect has been taken apart and then reassembled all wrong.
Mr. Tremblay, I'm afraid you're not allowed inside.
What are you talking about? I work here.
Not according to Miss Whitney.
You can't do this! Let me in!
I'll have to ask you to leave the premises, sir.
No!
Mr. Tremblay! Don't make me call the police.
No, of course not. Thank you.
Mr. Prager, back so soon.
Yes. I need to see Ms. Whitney again.
Sure, I'll take that.
No, that's okay. I can find my way.
Don't touch those!
I thought I told you to stay out of here.
Why did you do it?
Do what?
Fire me! Lock me out of my lab. It's unacceptable.
Your lab? Mr. Prager.
You have no right!
I've done nothing wrong.
We have done everything we could to cooperate. Now, I want you out of here right now.
No!
No. Okay, let's assume something or someone could influence individual cells, somehow rearrange them.
There'd be billions of cells to image and revise.
If it was Tremblay, he wouldn't have the capacity to hold that much information at once in his mind.
Yeah, but that might account for the mutations in the more complicated life forms like the ladybug. He simply may not have the capacity to control it.
Well, in your opinion, does he need the physical contact to make the connection?
Oh, absolutely. He has to touch him.
Are you worried about what Tremblay may have done to you?
No.
Have you noticed anything abnormal?
To tell you the truth, I don't think anything's too normal about me to begin with. I'm okay, really.
Okay.
Okay.
Up until yesterday, Tremblay wasn't able to communicate with living organisms, right?
As soon as Anton broke through that memory block, it was like he was able to access this new power.
That's maybe when he felt he was able to understand and control his contact with these other organisms.
Then there's the near-death experience he had. You have the bright light. You have the feeling of being in the presence of some benevolent being.
You know, these occurrences are all in keeping with other reports.
Alien abductions?
Well, I didn't say it, but since it's out on the table.
Jeez. Everybody's looking for something to believe in. Angels, aliens.
Maybe he found it.
What now?
Mr. Prager. Alan Tremblay's boss, Miss Whitney, just turned up dead.
Oh, my God.
You're under arrest for murder.
I've got 10 people who confirm my whereabouts for the last 6 hours.
You're right. 10 people who work for you, chasing down little green men.
We really should be doing this downtown.
Doing what downtown? Look, there's a number you can call.
Don't even start with that. Oh, I know you got government juice. That don't count for squat right now. I got a videotape of you entering the building. I've got an eyewitness who says he let you in.
What'd you do to her anyway? Some kind of acid or something? What is it? A cult thing?
You're really beginning to piss me off.
This is my world we're in right now, Prager. There's no ghosts, there's no aliens. Just people who kill people and me trying to figure out who did it.
Look, I'm doing my job, and you're doing your job, and if I wasn't on the business end of these handcuffs, I'd be in total agreement with you.
So, if you didn't kill this woman, who did?
I don't know.
Well, I don't care who you think you saw. It wasn't Prager.
And we can back that up.
Yeah? Well, the police have the security tape that proves it was him. Time-coded and everything.
Are all the entrances and exits automatically recorded?
Sure, Miss Whitney's that is to say she was a bear about security.
And you've got backup copies of these surveillance tapes. You think we could have the tape that covers the last 24 hours?
In your dreams, pal. You want me to lose my job?
Look, pal, the way the cops are saying things now, you're the guy who let the killer through security.
And if we can prove Mr. Prager innocent, then you're off the hook too.
Right?
Right.
There you go. It's your boy splashed all over the screen.
Take a look at this. See the time code? Tremblay was denied access to his lab less than a minute before Prager supposedly entered. Notice what Tremblay's wearing. Now watch.
Same pants, same shirt, same tie. He just took his coat off.
She had just fired him, so you've got a man with a motive and the power to do what was done to that woman's body.
Change his face? Like, this isn't gonna have anything to do with flying saucers, is it? I was afraid of that.
Stay out here on the comm link. If there's trouble, send in Starsky and Hutch.
Watch yourselves, okay?
Yeah, we plan on it.
Forgotten how much handcuffs can hurt. Don't ask. Further update. After a few well-placed calls to Detective Waller's superiors, he agreed to release me and to allow us the first examination of Tremblay's apartment. Prager out. Okay, I'm inside.
Copy that.
Mr. Tremblay?
Alan? We want to help. The police are waiting outside.
Help me, what? Go to prison? Don't come any closer. Don't make me hurt you, Peter. You know what I'm capable of.
You're not gonna hurt anybody, Alan. That's not what this gift is for, you know that. Lindsay, we got this situation under control. Just give us a few minutes.
They found Tremblay.
Good, we're going in.
Hold it. You don't know what it is you're dealing with.
Your people cannot be inside there with a murder suspect. You understand?
This is not your typical murder suspect. You saw what he did to Whitney's body. Let us handle it.
I didn't mean to hurt Ms. Whitney. I couldn't control it.
And you can now?
Yeah. Look. Oh, I thought...
Alan, we think we understand why some of the organisms you changed have mutated. It's the human brain, Alan. It doesn't have the volume to re-image complex life forms.
Come back with us. We can help you.
You can't help me.
How do you know?
Can you hear them? No, of course you can.
What are they saying, Alan?
They're thanking me. You still don't understand, do you, Mr. Prager? I can communicate with living cells. You broke your arm when you were 7. Too bad it didn't heal properly.
How did you know that?
It's a good thing you quit smoking.
Oh. Oh. Oh my. I can tell you what you're gonna die. You want to know how you're gonna die, Mr. Fagan? No! I'm scared. I'm afraid to touch anyone or anything. I have to learn how to control this power, but I can't do it here.
You know, screw this waiting around. I'm going in.
Lindsay, accent's down!
I knew it! What the hell's going on here? Where's Trombley?
Final case log. Matthew Prager reporting. After an extensive police search on ground and by air, Alan Trombley has not been located. Ms. Whitney's death has been attributed to an unfortunate chemical accident. After intense medical testing, Peter Axon and myself were cleared of any effects from our contact with Trombley. Prager out.
The phenomenon encountered in case file 245208 indicated a synchronization between one man and the living cells around him. Perhaps whatever Alan Trombley was exposed to triggered this strange communion, stimulating an untapped psi ability known as clairsentient diagnosis. We may never know, as the answers to these questions disappeared with him. For Psi Factor, I'm Dan Aykroyd.